Hello and welcome everybody. We have the patch notes, the Global Lab patch notes for January 16th. This is the big Olvia Academy, so bear with me because this is actually quite a lot of stuff. So first off, we have the first term progress period, pretty much going to run from January 21st to April 15th, so it will be a temporary thing. After the regular maintenance, April 8th, 1 week before the end of the first term of Olvia Academy, applications for admissions to the Olvia Academy will no longer be accepted. How to enter? When you log in with a character level 60 or higher, you can receive admission guidance through the Olvia Academy emblem displayed on the left side of the minimap, and upon entering the Olvia Academy, you will automatically enter the Del Murray in group chat or conversation group, so maybe it's a group chat or just chat channel. So overall, please log in with a character level 60 or higher, displayed on the left of the minimap, clicking the OV Academy emblem, and then you find the route, and among the quest types, the general type must be activated. You will get some admission gifts, so when you complete OV Academy admission quest, you will receive a school uniform, an academia costume, and a title. And the academy courses consist of combat classes and life classes for each field. So the basic combat are going to be taking place in the sort of amphitheater arena, and the life lessons will be in the main building, it looks like. Overall, in the combat, you can learn the basics of combat by going through the story that takes place at Olvia Academy, and you can acquire experience with basic knowledge in each area of life, such as gathering, cooking, and alchemy. The combat class tips, there are some during combat lessons. You will start at level 60, 0%, and upon completion, you will gain enough combat experience to reach level 61. That is a nice little bonus. There are also some shared cooking utensils in the kitchen and some public alchemy tools in the alchemy lab. However, there are some extra notes, so the students can use the shared cooking and alchemy tools already placed in Olvia Academy without having to install any in their residence. However, these do have no maximum durability, so they might be really good for really long AFK sessions, but the crafting time is longer than that of a regular cooking or alchemy tool, so that is a big thing to note. We don't have the details of the times, but it could mean that you can definitely alchemy and cook for a longer time. The Olvia Academy UI also has the progress of the classes displayed in the upper right corner. If you click on the subject you haven't started it, you can see a few words from the subject's professors and an overview of the class and some checkboxes, it looks like. In the case of fishing, we can see there's also multiple classes. You can receive the family rewards according to the class progress, and you can receive additional rewards from the Academy Pass. So it does seem to have an Academy Pass associated with it again, kind of like the Progress Pass. We're going to have to look into that. The main rewards that most people are interested in, I think, are obviously the Black Star Weapon Selection Box. This seems to also give a Blackstone of the Dark Star, which seems to be a guaranteed Tet to Pen. Then we also have the Tet Black Star Selection Box, and then the Hammers of Darkness, which are hammers specifically designed for Black Stars. That is actually quite hopeful. And then some support items for the Valk's Advice 250, Patrigio's Pocket Watch, and a total of 6,000 Cron Stones for the combat classes. In the case of the life lesson rewards, they're also quite interesting. So we have the gathering, fishing, hunting, cooking, alchemy, and processing. Upon completing of the quest, Artisan level 1, you should reach Artisan level 1, and upon receiving the general rewards, Artisan level 5. And if you receive the additional rewards, you should reach Master level 1. That is actually very, very nice. Training, farming, sailing, and trading. Upon completing of the quest, the proficiency that you should reach should be actually proficiency level 1. That should be, I think, professional. And then Master 5 on the general rewards, and on the additional expert, that would be professional. So this probably is beginner. I mean, the blue would be skilled. So yeah, so skilled level 1, level 5, and professional level 1. Overall, another bonus is you get blue tri life clothing for each life skill, and also blue tri life tools, which includes obviously the hoe, the book, the ladle, the alchemy flask, and the hunting bag. You also get some black crystals of condensed magic, and also the black magic crystals to enhance the life items, and a total of 9,000 crons. I know that was a little bit of a jump, but I stumbled over that mastery. There's also an Olvia Academy hunting grounds. Upon hearing news of the establishment of the Olvia Academy, which was funded by a large amount of donations, a group of pirates have gathered near the academy. Students of the Olvia Academy can complete weekly missions to subdue these monsters and earn academy points. The recommended AP is all the way down to 250. All kinds of relics drop here: traveler's maps, capture stones, ancient spirit powders, lumps of pure magic or mass of pure magic, sealed black magic crystals, and brilliantly colored gems. The Shining Colored Jewel is an item that can be submitted when accepting the Shining Colored Jewel quest from the random quest board and can be sold for 5 million at an NPC. Olvia Academy students only weekly quests, so any Olvia Academy student can complete a weekly quest from the Olvia Academy quest board and Cliff. So here we have the Order NPC quest board. You can complete the weekly mission by accepting it from the mission board in the main building. The quests are randomly assigned to one of 3 types: combat, life, and visiting weekly quests. The randomly assigned quests each week are the same for all Academy students. Please share information on what this week's weekly quests is and how to proceed with them easily. You will then get some Olvia Academy coins. You can also proceed by accepting the weekly quest from the Cliff NPC at Olvia Academy. You will get a battle lecture, and after completing the Relic and Lightstone quest, you can accept the quest from Cliff. And completing the quest will receive additional Echoes of the Abyss, defeating the boss to obtain additional rewards, and the boss is powerful and can be dangerous to fight alone, so a party of 3 is recommended. We'll actually get to that in a second. So the rewards there are also Olvia Academy coins, Echoes of the Abyss, and combat experience, which roughly equals to a 10% increase based on level 61. Then we have the Echoes of the Abyss being mentioned, obviously. You can defeat the boss by using the Echoes of the Abyss obtained by completing the Cliff's Olvia Academy weekly quest. For easier combat, they do recommend, again, up to 3 players to collect the loot. The battle location is inside the extra Colosseum to the left of the combat zone. The monsters that appear in the Echo of the Abyss is the Olin's Colossus, Orogon, and Ulukita. The main rewards are gold ingot boxes, Valk's advice from plus 60 to 100, Kafra stone bundles, and 1k gold ingots. So this should be even good to do for veteran players, considering the gold ingot box. Then also the Olvia Academy coins that are earned through each class and weekly quest at the Olvia Academy are stored in the unified exchange UI, just like the others. Here we have some nice stuff. We do have the Rare Hammer selection box up to 3 times. 90 coins are required. Then we also have more of the Hammer of Darkness for those that still need to tap their Black Star. We got a 250, a 200 stack. We also have Adventurer's Life Preparation selection box, which can be done once per family. Then we have 2 mythical sensors, Rebellious Crystal, Wineglass Production Support box, and hopefully there's going to be something below. Then we also have the Primal Crystal of Longing again, the Primordial Embers and other embers, Caphras, Essence of Dawn up to 10 times per family, Sharp Black Crystal Fragments, Black Crystals, Autonomous Elements, Massive Pure Magics, the new, the Old Moon Pension, Old Moon Catalysts. We have Cron Stones and 10G Gold Bars. Here we have the Monos Lifestyle Clothing Selection Box, which then gives you a Tri-Monos clothing. Then we also have the Monos Gathering Tool, which has a Tri-Monos item. And then we have the Life Tool Selection, which gives you the extra tools. So not the gathering tools, but the general ones. Also, we have an Abyssal Well being added to the Olvia Academy. And there is also a dormitory for the Olvia Academy. The Olvia Academy residence is located in the town of Olvia and features high ceilings and cozy fireplaces. The Olvia Academy dormitory can be used as a residence or a storage facility for 2 CP. It does look very nice with the really high ceilings. Might be nice to set up near there for the cooking or alchemy if you don't want to use the free ones. There are some extra precautions that are mentioned. So upon the admission to the Olvia Academy, you will be granted a family title based on your current class. For example, obtaining the title Olvia Academy First Class. The Olvia Academy quest can only be completed once per family per rider, I guess player, and the family rewards already received, combat life, and family titles will not be reissued. However, if you wish to replay the Olvia Academy Pass and the Olvia Academy Quest, you can do so in a new class. Graduation from the Olvia Academy can be completed within a specified period of time after completing all classes, and until you graduate from Olvia Academy, they recommend that you complete the weekly quest to obtain the Academy coins and exchange them for items. When the Olvia Academy ends, all Olvia Academy class progress will be reset. Contribution: the practice matchlock now grants plus 1,500 hunting damage, and its maximum durability has been increased from 10 to 100. Additionally, its durability has been improved to allow repairs, however, it cannot be enhanced. So there we have a nice little increase for the hunting. Then we have some class changes. There's only really one, the Wizard. The issue with the description of the skill description for the attack power increase on the Cool Madness skill was displayed differently from the description of the actual applied effect and buff. This has been fixed. Then we have the Marni's Exploration Report being added, or Field Report, like I mentioned at the Calpheon Ball. So you can open the Field Report window by pressing the button next to the location icon on the Marni Secret Room screen. Here you can then see the class you did grinded on, the drops you made, and the time. So the records are saved by character, and you can check out the character you used, the number of monsters killed, attack and defense power, and date of each hunting ground. In the loot details, miscellaneous items are listed first, followed by items of the highest level, and then items of the lowest. The record begins when Marni enters when you enter the Marni Secret Room, and ends when you leave. After using the room, you can check the list of loot acquired by date, and the list of loot acquired by date on the exploration screen. You can also save up to one record per class using a pin button and pin it to the list. If the pinned record is a recent record, it will be maintained, but if it is an old record, it will be deleted. That is a bit odd. And when saving another record, the previous record will always be deleted. Marni's Exploration Report will be saved when you have acquired at least 1,000 white grade trash loot for at least 5 minutes, and the history of using the Marni room before the update will not be saved in the report. Also, they added a little bit of UI at the bottom of the exit widget to allow you to check your loot you have obtained in real time, and they fixed the Marni Secret Room list UI to remember the last scroll position, and the horizontal scroll width of the UI has been slightly increased. With this, we have a slight expansion as well. The Marni Secret Room has been added to the Ulukita region hunting grounds. So it has been added to Israhid Plateau, City of the Dead, Tungred Ruins, and Darkseeker's Retreat. Accordingly, the Marni Secret Room tag has been added to the hunting grounds, and you can get directions to each hunting ground through the navigation button. Then we have the top hunting grounds and top hunting ground exclusive loot coming in. So this is the big pigment update. So the top hunting ground tag has been added to Star's End and Zephyros Castle. Areas tagged with this will always offer exclusive loot from now on. So first off, we have the red creation pigment, the purple for the king, the Edana. Then we have the red light of creation, king, splendor of purple creation, the king, and then Edana again. And it will also drop the immortal oils. This will be the new tag being added to the Monster Zone info, and generally the items are being shown here. So overall, we have a 100 mil lower limit for the light and the purple splendor, and 500 million for the upper. Obviously, the purple splendor is the exclusive for the Edana. It doesn't have red because it's red by default. Then we also have the actual pigment itself for 10 billion and 50 billion. So that is what it's going to cost to change your color. The King's Weapon or Sovereign's Weapon and Edana's Armor effect dies. The following items can be obtained and or crafted from the hunting grounds and can be used to dye. So it will be Simple Alchemy, the Radiance of Red Creation, 100, 20 Primal Crystals, and 200 magic Fragments, or the other one 120 and 200, or the other 100, 200 Caphras and 200 Magic Fragments. So overall, we're looking at fairly similar Simple Alchemies. The effect dyeing can be done by clicking on the Sovereign or Edana equipment in the dye menu, and then selecting the effect menu. Effect dyeing costs 1 pigment per piece of equipment. For Sovereign weapons, the item appearance color can also change to match the effect color, and since the effects of Sovereign weapons and Edana's armors are exposed from grade pen and above, only the appearance color of the equipment below Tet will change. Edana's armor unique appearance color will not change even if you apply effect dyes. You can change the unique appearance color by directly dyeing it. So here we can see the warrior being shown with his shield, and then we see it in purple and also a Nova. If you wish to reset the effect dye, you can do so by purchasing a special item from the Old Moon NPCs, which is the Sovereign Weapon Effect Reset item for 10 million silver, or one for the Edana armors. Effect dyeing will be maintained even when using a weapon exchange ticket on effect, dye, or transferring items. Then, as we mentioned, we have the Star's End being mentioned. So here we have the Star's End rework. Star's End has long been a beloved monster zone, so progression speeds have been changed, so they're rehauling it. Instead of staying in one spot, you'll move through the area, quickly clear monsters, and creating a faster, more active flow. They also kept the strengthened Star's End signature gameplay. So the original zone lets you destroy objects to knock monsters down, then finish them off while they were CC'd. That core concept remains. The chance-based instant kill mechanic is still there, and now when you destroy an object, additional monsters spawn, letting you keep the momentum as you move from pack to pack. Like Jade Starlight Forest, kills can trigger chain explosions to take out nearby monster groups as well for more varied and satisfying combat experience. So overall, in the updated Star's End, you can obtain Corrupted Oil Immortality, the highest tier Monster Zone exclusive loot, effect dies for Sovereign, the Corrupted Gluttony Crystal, which we'll get in a second, and if you defeat the very rare Incarnation of Corruption, you can also obtain the Origin of Corruption. It should feel distinct from Edana monster zones, giving high-end adventurers another strong option, depending on personal preference, and they hope we enjoy Star's End. So overall, the energy of the Black Star that fell on Mount Kabua was eroded by thick darkness that made it impossible to see even an inch ahead, and the apostles wandering around the Black Star mutated into stronger, more ferocious ones. So here we can see the base AP is attack power of 395 and a DP of 460. The base final ability that is recommended is an attack power of 1920 and a DP of 800, and the upper limit is 1950. So overall, it looks like they took into account that we don't have the Han Edania crystal. They also added the Alan Servant's Landscape effect to be applied, and we have the main loot being mentioned, obviously, the Crystal of Unholy Gluttony, the fragment of it, the Source of Negativity, I believe that seems to be the Incarnation of Corruption. Then we also have the, I forgot the name of them, the the Black Distortion Earring remaining. Oh, I actually stumbled over that. And the Deboreka earrings dropping. And then obviously we have the pigments being mentioned. The junk loot, or trash loot, is going to be a Corrupted Blood Crystal at 155,000 silver. You can obtain new magic crystals at this location, the Unholy Gluttony Crystal, as a loot from the Star's End Hunting Ground. This is pretty much a upgraded version of the Corrupted Crystal by 3 AP per stone. Otherwise, the other stats remain the same, so the minus DR is still -2, the bonus percentage is still 2%, and the base crit damage is also 10%, so overall you're just looking at a small AP increase. This crystal will be registerable on the market, so the lower limit is 300 million silver and the upper 3 billion, and the pity piece for the recombination is looking at 12.5 million silver and 50 million on the upper end. Then we also have the corruption being mentioned above. This is an item that can be sold in the NPC shop for 3 billion silver. So overall, it seems to just be a big money drop, kind of to imitate the Han crystal, it seems. The Star's End hunting grounds have new and existing monsters placed in each area. In order to progress through the Calpheon main quest, the existing Star's End monsters have been set to appear in some areas. So overall, we have a slight variation between the two. Here we can see the 270 and 395. The range of the Marni Secret Room in the Star's End area has been increased by 20% compared to before. A Vessel of Inquiry has also been added to the hunting ground information. And then we also have the objective quest guidance has been adjusted. So this is for all of these mentioned quests. Obviously, the translation is always a bit iffy. So just generally, if you're going to be doing the Star's End quests, do be a bit more careful. The pattern that was triggered when the World Boss Mountain Army had 20% health remaining has been removed. Kind of, I think that's the Upper Gyfin. The Gyfin Ravia Temple Underground hunting information path and world map icon have also been changed. Jade Star Forest hunting ground information has been also adjusted to get sent the entrance to the next weekly quest. The tag Marni Secret Room has been added also to the Orzekia hunting ground information, and the tag Top Hunting Grounds has been added to Zephyros Castle. Quest and Knowledge, we have the Adventure Journals, 11 Years of Adventure. A quest has been added where you can receive a special gift from Justin Bartali. Overall, we don't really know the details. Also, knowledge-wise, the following category names have been changed in the Adventure Journal category. So the Journal of Eastern Balanos will be changed to the Balanos Journal. The target guidance location for the next quest has also been changed for the medicinal herbs to show the children, and the collection Leather Not Handled by Lacey. And the location of the tomb required for the next morning country illustration commission has been changed, so a new encounter and a father's heart for his children have also been adjusted. Krogdalo's Sanctuary has also going to get a tiny bit of an update to improve this. They will be adding a new summon visual effect where a non-mythical horse is summoned from Krogdalo's Sanctuary. So overall, a general horse will always rear up when summoned. In the case of the Dream Ardonaut, we have obviously flapping its wings. In the case of Krogdalo, it seems to cycle through its different variations. And finally, with Voltarion, it pretty much imitates the basic horse, but with the lightning effect being added. Then we have some general fixes and changes. So the issue with the guide speech bubble on the game screen was abbreviated in the Life Master of Hunting quest has been fixed. Then an issue where you would be moved to Magnus when ending a cutscene in certain situations after defeating the Land of Morning Light has been fixed. The items sold at the New Moon campsite shop has been improved to be the same as those on the Naftar. An issue where lower level guilds belonging to Alliance were not constructing defense towers properly during occupation battles has been fixed. Also an issue with the health of the 8th, 9th, or Calamity 8, 9, and 10 of the personal Black Shrine Kumio, which was reduced by 5% due to the update on January 7th or 8th, has been fixed. Also, an issue with a system message that your own maid has been summoned was repeatedly displayed has been fixed. Also, a fix on the client not working when opening the skill window inside Magnus. They fixed an issue where connected horses would not be visible when checking horse connection information in the stable, and an awkward phrase in the campsite shop has been corrected. They also fixed an issue in the background color not being applied on the Web Exchange language selection box in the PC environment. Then we have some general gamepad fixes again. So there was an issue on the guild boss subjugation area was not being supported in gamepad mode. They also fixed an issue where the X button was displayed in the Blackstone selection window in the enhancement probability. Then they fixed an issue where the abbreviated items could not be selected in the Fugard Season Special Gift UI. Also an issue of the alignment of buttons in the retry window after boarding a snowboard was unnatural, and an issue where snapping was awkward when entering information view key in the the snowflower. I think that would be the snowboard UI as well. Overall, TLDR. Okay, Krogdalo getting a visual effect, that is just a nice little bonus. The quest I'm looking forward to. Otherwise, the other small changes, Marni's Secret Realm, okay. Overall, Star's End, I'm looking forward to it. The fact that they give it a 3 billion item drop, just straight up NPC sell, that does give a bit more than the Han by about 2 bill. Gonna be interesting to see how that goes. Overall, the upgraded for stone, definitely nice to see that we get an upgrade stone again. A little bit more AP is always nice. It might even make it worthwhile to go here before you go to Zephyros, depending on how you can progress on your AP-DP. Then the colors, I'm looking forward to just going all purple. I do like purple. And then finally, we pretty much get to the Marni zones. The Marni Secret Room being expanded to Ulukita is quite nice. Allows you to track it in-game a little bit easier. I will probably even be making use of it in this case, but just because of simplicity. Olvia Academy, I am really looking forward to. I'm hopeful for this. I do think the fact that it's going to be a temporary thing and just sort of resetting, I do hope they make something that makes it worthwhile to come back every single time and definitely still help new players. Otherwise, it does look pretty decent. The fact that it gives you a specific group chat to talk to others, to communicate concerning the weekly quests as well. The permanently usable cooking and alchemy utensils are also quite nice. I'm gonna look. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how slow they are. It might actually be worthwhile to use them. Otherwise, free academia costume. Hey, it's free. Cannot really complain. I am looking forward to them pretty much giving that for free. And then otherwise, Olvia Academy has been actually looking really decent. It is currently already available. So the construction has already disappeared. This seems to be a sort of thing that went through. So if you want to explore Olvia Academy now without anybody there, now is a good time to do so. Obviously, the NPCs and quests are missing, but you get to explore the area already. It is actually quite expansive, and I personally feel like it definitely turned out really nice, and I do suggest you maybe swing by with an alt and take a little bit of a look. And with that, I wish you the absolute best of luck, and I'll see you around.